Tuesday, the 16th of May, 2023. Navigating life as a parent. Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro. 27 degrees, warmish, sunny and beautiful clear blue skies. Tuesday, and my name is Dirt at home. Since I decided to try to force my younger daughter to change her habits and her routine, consequently changing her future, she is clearly showing her disapproval by trying to make my life hell at home. Purposefully showing that she does not want to converse with me, blatantly giving me the cold shoulder. I am now persona non grata at home at the moment. Jack the Stripper would be more popular than me now, but I do not care. What I do care about is that she is my daughter, and for sure, I want a pleasant and meaningful interaction between her and me, and most of the time, it is. However, I have noticed that beneath her polished, lacquered, pleasant personality, everything is okay when everything is good for her and to her agreement. But things change very quickly whenever something is not to her liking, usually at a neck-breaking speed and sometimes with violent or cruel revenge. I want to put it down to her being an adolescent, but my gut feeling tells me it is more than that. I clearly remember as if it were yesterday when Yasmin was more or less 3 or 4 years old. There was a children's birthday party in the playground of an upper-middle-class condominium in Flamengo. It was all good until it was time to leave. People were already leaving, and Nalva and I thought it was time to go too. When we had collected all our belongings, cake, souvenirs, etc., and were ready to leave, Yasmin did not want to go. After a couple of minutes of trying to explain to her that we had to go, I picked her up in my arms and we walked toward the lift to go down to the reception area of the building. She suddenly began to have a tantrum while I was holding her in my arms, shouting and screaming, not wanting to leave the party. What was worse for me was that she began hitting and scratching me with all her strength. And what really upset me was that she really wanted to hurt me, scratch my face in temper and revenge. I could feel her anger. Physically, it was not so bad, but what hurt and caught my attention was that I could feel all her rage against me. She was determined to hurt me because she had not done what she wanted. I do not know if it was also because of the terrible twos, the stage of a child's life between 2 and 4 when the child is difficult. But today, I see the same contempt as at the party. I have also seen it on a few other occasions for similar reasons, but not to the intensity it was before and now. Despite my financial limitations, I am like any other parent trying to educate a daughter. Life is challenging. She must be ready for what life throws at her without the added complications of being a spoilt brat, a frustrated person, only thinking about herself and that life owes her nothing. I still believe I have done the right thing. At least, I hope so with no false pretension that I am an excellent father and that my word as a father is incontestable. Although I do feel drained on occasions, poorly valued, not valued for what I have done all these years without denying anything or never lacking support for her and her mother, it is hard work and difficult to swallow. In the past, I lived in a shed or garage to ensure my daughter could live in comfortable and safe conditions. Although this decision doesn't matter anymore, I would do it again if needed, solely for my daughter's sake. However, at this moment, my daughter views me as a terrible father and is treating me like a piece of shit. Despite all of this, I am relatively happy. The classes are going well, my workstation is organized, and I'm getting to do my work, making money. I have just paid the hosting company for the sites, and my self-esteem is sky high from my daily exercise routine. So, the day comprised of classes, housework, and contemplation. In bed by 9:30 p.m. Thank you very much. Thanks for reading my blog. Check out my other posts and share your thoughts in the comments. Richard. Photos by Richard George Photography.